Face Little TV, man. We out here boots on the grind, man.
If y'all love
I'm just trying to break through. See, I know they talk about me, but the things that I be writing got me pop. I'm just trying to break through. You know, MzzButtaBabii the name.
Hey man, say man, y'all know what it is. Podcast live, and yet again, your boy Spanky Johnson and did it again. I done made it happen, which I always do, man. Hey, this time in the building, I got a special guest, as always. You know what I'm saying? My special guest, hey man, we all about to learn some things today because I'm new to my special guest, but I seen my guest on stage rocking. When I say rocking, I seen my guest on stage rocking. So, hey man, without even further ado, you know what I'm saying? We go introduce MzzButtaBabii. You know what I'm saying?
What it do?
What's going down? What's going down?
Ain't nothing going down. Everything going up, man.
Hey man, hey man.
Everything going cheers to
Cheers,
that.
cheers to that. Don't worry about what's in our cups. It's nothing illegal. It's something to get you up. You know what I'm saying? Healthy drinking over here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man, say man, you know, anytime we bring somebody on, we gotta let the guests know about them and allow them to let the guests know about themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? Before anything, tell them about MzzButtaBabii, where MzzButtaBabii came from and how MzzButtaBabii be doing it.
Well, MzzButtaBabii, myself, I'm a multi-genre recording artist. I'm also an entrepreneur. I own 2 businesses out here in Southeast Texas. I actually come from New Iberia, Louisiana.
That boot, yeah.
That boot, baby, yeah. I've been living though in Beaumont for the longest. I've been living in Beaumont for over like 16 years. But before I moved to Beaumont, we lived in Port Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm where I'm right need to be. You know what I'm
Born
saying?
and raised in that Port Arthur, Texas.
Oh yeah, the land of the trail. But look, check this out here. From Port Arthur to Beaumont, I shot out and moved from both of them and went to North Dakota. Then back door came back, went to Indiana, and then decided, you know what, I'm gonna just stay out. It's better, yeah. So with that being said, it helped me to see the different cultures as well as the way people live, even the music scene, all of the different things like that. So I ended up getting into the music when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
I used to just freestyle underneath the stairs with the dope boys and stuff like that.
Ain't that where we all started from? Hey man, ain't that where we all started from with the freestyling?
You ain't lying. It always start out with freestyling. That's why I tell every young person that come to me and be like, well, I ain't doing nothing serious. I just freestyle, man. That can go somewhere. You probably holding the hardest hit. You know? But it started with the freestyling, and from that, I had to take a break. You know, life get to life and stuff like that. I'm 36 now, and I ended up being in a cypher. That Whip the Rapper, she from Port Arthur. Whip the Rapper, she was doing this cypher, whatever, letting people showcase their talent. Me, I hop on it because I'm thinking to myself, this could be a way for me to market my businesses. So I get on there with a nice little friendly verse, you feel me? And guess what? It blow. They like it. So from there, it started going up.
With that, y'all hear that. First, we freestyling. A lot of people don't understand. They think that you be just over there just rapping and stuff, and they don't understand a lot of the greats. That's what they used to do. Sit around, freestyle, sit in the corner to themselves, freestyle, write it down, freestyle. So don't give up on yourself because of that. Now, when you say multi-genre, you know what I'm saying? Let them know what you mean when you talk about that multi-genre, because again, you have a unique sound and you come with a unique flavor.
Gotcha. So check this out. Multi-genre basically means that I make music in multiple genres, right? So there's pop, there's rock. Me personally, I do a lot of rap, hip hop / rap, as well as I also do R&B. I have a couple of country songs, some pop, I even do children's music. I even make music about teaching you how to cook. Like when I tell you the lanes are just undeniable. I tell people all the time, ain't too much that I can't do because I don't believe that you should limit yourself.
Right.
I feel like even if you don't think you can do it, if somebody brings something to me and asks me, hey, could you, I'm going to deliver every time.
You know what I call it? You know what I'm saying? My term, I call it a nigga of all trades. We can do everything, man. Nigga of all trades, man.
Yeah,
You put it in
hey.
front of, I'm a master of my own. But I'm a nigga of all trades, man. I can get it done. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, another thing I've seen you on stage, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that, you know, people watch this and actually go see you perform. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to break through. Hey, that's my shit. Hey, man, y'all don't understand. I'm recording, dancing to that when you was performing there, man.
And you see me breaking through.
Hey, man, so we going to that. Okay, what was the motivation behind making that song? Because you hear, I'm trying to break through. So, you know, anybody know that, hey, man, just the title itself, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, I'm trying to do something, man. I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get better in life. I'm trying to do this and that. So when it was your turn and you came up with this song and things like that, what made you come up with that right there?
All right. Okay, so my whole thing with music, what I represent, what my brand is, and where my lane is when it comes to music, I make inspirational, motivational, inspiring, uplifting music. With that being said, I done got down with the rah-rah. I just don't feel like there's a need for that no more. I'm gonna let that be for the other people, and I'm gonna do my thing. I make music more for the homemakers, those who trying to focus on bettering their lives, and you know, those who also have little struggles every day here and there, letting them know it's okay to not be okay. So with that being said, that's how the song came about, the breakthrough, because like I told you, I'm 36 years old. I have 5 kids. On top of that, I have a husband who he works constantly, but he's a great supporter of mine. And it gets tiring. Right. I started music with my baby. One of my babies is, my last baby. She's now she's 11 months, but when I started music, she was 2 months old. Okay. Imagine how hard that was. And on top of that, I was dealing with postpartum depression for the first time in my life. I done had 4 other children. I was shocked.
And wait till this.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, how it happened now? And so in the midst of that, it made me realize that so many people go through basic struggles. And I never really understood mothers who said that they get annoyed with their baby hollering and this and that, because it never happened to me before. And so when it finally happened, I'm like, dang. It make you think, make you understand a little more and stuff like that. And it's not just that, it's other circumstances as well. But overall, the whole breakthrough song is basically centered around you can overcome anything. Right. Whether it's mental things, whether it's own self-imaging, you could not like yourself. You can overcome that. You can overcome anything that you put your mind to. You just got to believe in yourself and you got to trust in God.
Right. First. With that being said now, okay, a lot of times when it comes to us bettering ourselves, going for our goals, we gonna say that, achieving and accomplishing our goals. When we are parents, spouses and things like that, a lot of times, you know, we see people say, man, I wanted to do this, but man, the kids or this happened, this and that. Between, you know, having a good support system with your husband, you know what I'm saying, what else you can say just helps you go along and not let the fact that, well, hey, man, you know, I'm still a mother. I'm still a wife at the end of the day. I still got to take, because, you know, again, some people, that becomes overbearing. Like, man, I want to do this, but I still got to take care of home. I still got to do this. And they overwork themselves here. So when it comes to achieving their goals or going after them, they never do. or it's always an excuse that stops them in the middle. So what can you say has helped you just keep going while, maintaining mommy life, wife life every day?
Coming from a family of nobodies.
Ooh.
If I'm being real with you, because I refuse to be that. I watched too many of my people who done died and they ain't never achieved nothing. Not even just even owning their own home, something as simple as owning your own home. They don't have no legacies and nothing to leave behind. I refuse to let that be me. Not for me, not for mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and I even made that known to my husband. I told him, because he didn't understand. My husband is way older than me. He's 57, I'm 36. We met 4 years ago. And when I tell you, he's the complete opposite of me, but he has everything that I need. Nothing I want, but everything I need. And he stands by me, and having that support from him, it makes it easier, because if he didn't support it, he could have bounced.
True.
When you know you have a dream, you don't let nothing interfere with that. And for me, I had put it on hold. I was worried. I was only focused on taking care of my kids. I had a son at the age of 14 years old. I got pregnant 13, had him at 14 years old. From that point forward, I stopped rap. I stopped everything. My whole aim was to just be a mother. So that's all I ever knew how to do in life. If I knew nothing else, it was just to be a mama.
Right.
And so knowing that I had to do something to leave something behind to my son, I never finished high school, so I couldn't just go into big buildings and get these good jobs to where I could build wealth. So I say, well, you know what? God done blessed me with a gift. I got a gift to talk. I got a mouth, and I know how to use it to not make people feel messed up. I know how to uplift people, and the only reason I know how to do that because I was the one who was battered by tongue. I had people who used to talk down on me or who used to treat me messed up with the words. I used to be abused by words. So I know how words can hurt and words can hinder. So now I choose to use that in the opposite form to uplift everybody. I don't care who you is, what you've been through, what you're going through. You know?
The non-judgmental card. The non-judgmental card, which again, and like you say, I think that right there, we call it that generational curse when everybody in the family really didn't didn't have nothing going on with themselves. And it's like it always trickles down, get passed down, this generational hurt and things like that. And a lot of people, it becomes overbearing.
For real though.
But again, for you to fight through, first off, we got to notice it. A lot of people don't even notice it. But for you to notice it, then overcome it, that's saying a lot right there. Then doing it for your little one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we can talk about it, man. We parents. It's a lot of selfish parents in this world these days.
It is. And mind you, my oldest, he's 21 now. He's in college. He's not a YN out here thugging. No. I have another daughter. I have a daughter. She's 17, and then I have an 11-year-old, a 6-year-old, and now my baby. So I did my part. I'm still doing it, but I did my part as a young mother who didn't understand. And mind you, I ended up having my son because I was taken advantage of. Okay. So it's not like I was out here thotting, being hot, running around. It was a situation where I was vulnerable, I was young, and I was taken advantage of. And instead of aborting, I kept my child.
Correct.
And God blessed me to be able to learn how to be a mom. And that's my greatest accomplishment. Out of anything that I have done in life, that is my greatest accomplishment.
Amen.
It really is. And so with that being said, that's my motivation. My motivation is keep going for my kids' sake so that I can leave them something behind so that they can actually have something to give to their kids or to talk about positively. Because it ain't too much I could tell you. If you was to ask me about my family, what are some things they've done? What are any legacies? No, I can't tell you nothing.
Right.
I can't tell you nothing.
I am the legacy.
Exactly.
I am the legacy.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it just be like that, like we say, that generational curse. And if I gotta be the one to do it, I just gotta be the one to do it.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing against nobody else, but I don't just want to settle for less. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I see that, hey man, again, I feel like you like me, man. For some reason, I feel like you got that ADHD. You gotta be moving. You gotta be going.
I got it bad.
Bad.
Bad. And I'm dyslexic too at the same time. So how you have bad nerves and you see things backwards?
Hey, girl, hey, but look, the thing about it, you don't stop until you get that answer or whatever, man. Hey, all right then. All right.
For real, man.
So it is nothing for me to ask about your work ethic because I know when you got that ADHD, you gotta be doing something.
I got it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it does get overbearing. I do it most so because as I sat back and was able to be a mama, I've also been studying. I understand the industry when it comes to business. As a business owner, mind you, I have 2 businesses. I consider them pretty successful. I mean, I have consistent clients and I make a good amount of money from them. Of course, it's not $1 million yet, but they still good. I can literally still live off of that and take care of my family from what I'm bringing in.
Right.
So with that being said, understanding business, I understand as a musician, artist, that's a business. So when it comes to that, it's a way that you have to operate.
Right.
You have to understand sales, but before you can get into sales, you have to understand marketing. And once you understand marketing, then you're going to understand that you have so much work that you have to put in just so people can see you at a certain pace or look at you and think of you in a certain way to even want to be attracted enough to have interest in you.
I got a quote. Okay, I'm glad you said that because when I talk to like a lot of these up and coming or trying to be up and coming artists today, I don't think they really understand the point about being marketable. So if you came from, just from your experiences and things like that, what can you tell them to make them kind of really understand, like, hey man, you are your best promotion, and the way that you put yourself out there and things like that has a lot to do with how you market.
It does. So that's real too, because you have to understand you as an individual. What are you trying to present? What are you selling? And okay, so if you're gonna be a rah-rah rapper, you want to talk about the guns, this and that and the third, then you don't really need an image that much. You know why? Because you're just out here doing anything. You're just talking about almost nothingness, and there's no pun or disrespect to nobody who doing it. If it works for you, it works. But like, say for instance, somebody, if you like to speak on like topics of motivation like myself, then that means you can't be out here cussing up in your music. You can't be out here doing certain things because then it's a bad representation. How you gonna sit up? It's like, I'm gonna give you a better example. It's like telling somebody that you're allergic to red beans, but we caught you eating it yesterday.
Right.
Like, it don't make no sense. If you're gonna represent something, you have to do it fully. Now, even if you at home and nobody's seeing what you're doing, then you do what you do at home. But every time you step out in that public, you are a brand. And as a brand, you have to understand what you represent, and you got to make sure you represent that anytime you are seen. Anytime. And that's what a lot of them need to understand. Get your branding together before you can start doing your music.
Right.
Because it ain't going to make no sense. You're going to be making music for everybody, but everybody not your audience.
Exactly. And I don't think that's something a lot of people didn't understood yet too. I want everybody, man. Everybody not meant for you, and you not meant for everybody.
Exactly.
So that's something that you also got to understand when it comes into this game and things like that also. You know what I'm saying? And a funny thing I see these days is, man, a lot of these cats only comfortable at home.
Yeah.
They only comfortable at home. Like, it's because you surrounded by these yes men, so you good.
Yep.
It's good when you rubbing shoulders with the man, that's hard. But when you gotta step out of town and go get in front of these real critics and things like that, that's gonna give you this constructive criticism.
People who don't know you.
Right. You're not ready for this. So I think that's a lot of hindrance too. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
Who you got in your camp.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't really have a camp. I have my brother Step of the Rebel, who makes all my beats. He's been my biggest supporter from day one. Outside of him, Janae Monique and my husband. Of course, a few people that I've been meeting within that. like Southside, and then just a few other people. But when it comes to a camp, I don't really have a camp. I got me, myself, and I make all my own executive decisions, and I made it my business to understand what I was getting myself into before I just jumped for a force.
Right.
You know. So with that being said, that's another thing too. You can't worry about having people that you can depend on. You have to worry about you. If you want this, you make sure that you're ready for everything that's come with, because it's not easy. You're gonna have the moments where you won't be just thrown in the towel. But man, I come too far to give up if I just something don't work out. You know.
I mean, you ain't built for it if you just give up anyway. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You got that quitting spirit, that quitting mentality in you. Okay, now, since you've been doing this or before, you know what I'm saying, you really was able to get serious with your music and things like that. Have you had any with an artist that you admire, look up to? Have you had any like run-ins with them, meetings, talk to them, just got a chance to rub elbows with them?
Man, when I tell you God been good, man, I done literally, like, say Mr. Fat. Mr. Fat, he's a producer, but he's also a artist and stuff like that. He did music. He produced Flex with Cupid. He not only produced it, he wrote it as well. And I got a song with him.
It's fat.
I ended up meeting him, and then ended up getting close or whatever like that. We talked and stuff like that, and we did a song together like that. Cupid ended up hitting me up. He even talked to me briefly and told me he would like to listen to some of my songs and stuff like that.
Motherfucking right.
I mean, bruh, that's the biggest it get for me, being from Louisiana, being from the 337. And here is the people from the 337 who have made it beyond big.
Yeah.
So for me, that right there alone was one of the biggest accomplishments outside of, I done been hit up by the game. I done been hit up by Ray J. And I done been hit up by a lot of people, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, I didn't have my run-ins, but my favorite artist is Zero.
Oh,
That's my nigga.
yeah.
And when I say can't nobody tell me nothing about this nigga right there, this why though, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people always talk about, man, I had this run-in with my favorite celebrity, man, and it ain't go as I thought it would and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the interaction I had with Ro, hey, man, it goes beyond me.
Everybody said he just real though.
Man, look
He
here.
like having the homeboy just.
I'm gonna be vulnerable for the camera one time. My little girl fighting 2 tumors.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? We just found that out last year and things like that. So, man, they asked us to go ahead on and, you know, put it together, their support team, things like that. So, I'm in Row Group on Facebook in the Row Heads. He interact with everybody. That's why I tell niggas like, man, y'all can't tell me nothing about my nigga. He interacts with his fans, and I ain't talking about on no show shit.
Yeah.
So I got in the group. I'm like, well, hey, man, you know, if everybody can just shoot me a picture with them wearing pink, man, you know what I'm saying, from a little girl support book that we got to put together for. Man, nigga Ro was like, well, hey, man, how about you just put something together, you know, for us, and, you know, all of us that can show up, we show up, you know what I'm saying, for your little girl, you know what I'm saying? And Ro not no nigga to wear no pink, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I don't know about the pink though, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, nigga, that's cool, that's fine with me. So day of, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, look here, man. She had a doctor's appointment on a certain day. I'm like, well, look here, man. It's the day of her next appointment when we got to go to Houston. Hey, man, you know, if y'all can make it, pull up. If you can't, totally understood. Appreciate you anyway for even thinking about your boy. So, shit, day of, man, we pull up. Me and Ro texting the whole time. He waiting on the dude that he got to make this little gift to put it together so he can meet us up there.
Damn.
Wound up, man. She wound up getting up out her little MRI just a little early, so we wound up finishing and stuff like that. He was like, well, shit, man, we can go get something to eat then or whatever like
What
that,
you
man.
say?
Hey, man, we wound up going meet that roaster at a eating spot. I'm not gonna get it up, my nigga, cause you know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. We went met up at a eating spot though. My nigga pulled up. Hey man, my nigga motherfucking me brought my little girl a little toy and some flowers and stuff like that, man. Sit there, chill with her. Hey man, I seen my hero, man, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it was bigger than me, man. He pulled up for my daughter. So it's like that's
was
just
bigger
a
than you for real.
yeah, it's totally different, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be my inspiration for when I say I'll be trying to do stuff for the community, cause you never know who you'll touch when in what position. Well, that touched me, man. You in this position and you did this for me. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, that's powerful, bro.
you know what I'm saying? So besides the music and, you know, running the businesses and things like that, you know, since we did just speak about community and stuff, what you got going? Because I was like, again, I see. Let them know what you be doing and what you have going on in the community. Because, again, my first encounter was
Community event.
a community event, South End Day. Hey man, performances was on fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping that real soon. You know, I just had to get some BS footage about the way and stuff like that. But I'm dropping it soon for y'all. But you know, off of that, back to you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm an active member in the NAACP. I also am a member of the IEA.
Okay.
Focuses on educating the youth, especially those who are in like the system negatively. Outside of that, I'm also a part of Elevate the Youth. A lot of what I do is centered around the youth. I'm also a part of the what is called the We Are movement. Well, they basically come. Shane Ferguson, that's one of his organizations. But we go out and we become a part of that whenever he doing anything, and it's for helping homeless people and those who don't be having stuff in the community that need things. Because it ain't always a homeless person. You could be a regular
It's
person
less fortunate
with a job, and maybe your bills.
That's what I
got
do. I
piled
help
up,
the
you know?
homeless and the less
Yeah.
fortunate in the community. So I would trust, I know. And it's like, nah, I'm glad you said that. When it comes to that in our community, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the black community for a minute. I feel as if though, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with me, that's why I'm bringing this up, but I feel though it's harder for people to say that they're struggling or that they're going through something because of how judgmental the black community is towards them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I agree with that. There's a lot of people like that, but that's the reason why we continue to struggle, because they don't want to open their mouth. A closed mouth don't get fed. You know, it's okay. Like, and that's going back to the music. I'm not gonna shy away from this, but going back to the music, that's the whole point. I do what I do. Like when you see me breaking through on stage, I don't care if my wig come off. I don't care what happens.
Right.
I'm not breaking through for me. I done broke through already. I'm breaking through for you. For all of them that's watching, for all of them who's like me or was like me, who struggle with these issues, who struggle with not being able to do what they want or stand in their own truth. I'm breaking through for y'all. And that's the reason why people have to learn that, bro, if you ready to change and you ready for people to help you, don't be ashamed to ask for it. Because if you don't speak on it, you're going to forever be in this same cycle, repeating the same thing. And they got people right here that can help you.
Now I got two things to that. One, you right. Closed mouth don't get fed. Closed mouth don't get fed. Now the only reason, again, a lot of people live in that fear of, or they have been judged or been turned down, so they feel as if, hey
speak
man,
bad on 'em.
one of these things go happen again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and then it's also, like you say, the closed mouth don't get fed. Hey man, some people it's just they pride. That pride is a mother.
Pride is dangerous.
Pride is very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
And when you done been kind of an asshole when you was doing good,
Yeah.
and now things ain't so good.
Yeah. I got you.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So like, now you gotta swallow that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people not ready for that.
They ain't. But if you want to get out that box, man, I'm sorry. See, but that's where who you are. That's where that comes into play. Because if you done decided I got enough of living this way, or I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, I'm ready to do better in life, whatever, then you're going to not care about those things that you just mentioned. Those
Right.
things ain't gonna be the main focus. Your main focus is just doing what needs to be done so that you can do better and be better, live better, whatever, however.
Well, that's that. Now you gotta go in the tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta go in the tunnel vision. So, all right. Now, this is a question I've been asking people lately, just to see what their outlook on it is and what they've learned about this sin, and then I kind of tell them what I kind of put about the sin. But what you think about that sin, the crab in the bucket mentality?
I hear that a lot, especially out here. I think it's true. I believe it. It's not even just here. It's everywhere. It's always going to be like that because you can't blame a person for what they're used to. I hate to say it like that. Like I can't blame you if all you do is sit in the house and play video games. If when you was younger, that's what your mama let you did. You grew up with that mentality. You thought that it was okay, and especially if there's nobody around to show you different.
Okay, now, can you split the bucket?
I might not be able to split the bucket, but I could help you get out of it.
Okay. That's why I say that. Well, when you say help you get out of it, what you mean by that? Let's just do
Because
something like.
there's multiple crabs in the bucket. It's not just one crab. It's multiple. We all in it. Even I was in it. You're still kind of in it, but I just choose to get out of it.
Correct.
So anybody who I know, I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna let you know how you can get out of it, so we don't have to be stuck in that same position.
You know how you do that part though? Okay, now this where I say you split the crab in the bucket. All right. We done seen crabs in the bucket. And you split them. It's always these crabs over here in the back. They fighting, jumping on top of each other and shit like that. But then you got these crabs on this side of the bucket. What they doing? I ain't doing none of that shit. You got one getting up over. Then you got one latching on to him. But he not latching on to him, pulling him. As soon as he latch on to him, he just be still. Another one latch on to him, he be still. So when that first one get out, everyone latched on, coming out with him.
See, that's where I always hated that. And that's also something I face on a daily, because how you expect to hold on to me? If you doing that, you pulling me down. So at this point, you making it harder for me to get out the bucket. If you holding on to me while I'm trying to get out, how about this? How about you help to lift me up out the bucket, right? Help to lift me up out the bucket. And once I climb over, I can reach back down to help y'all come back up. Because you could either break my leg or break me, whatever the case may be. It's making it harder for me to come up if I got too many people holding me, because you ready to come out soon as I come out.
If they fighting against you, think about this. That's just like a team. It's one leader. Everybody latching on to that leader, trying to make sure the leader good. the leader, that's your thing. That comes with a leadership role. I gotta be able to pull the team out. They couldn't do it. That's why they latched on to you. So you can't look at it like that. You gotta look at it like they latched on to me for a reason.
Yeah.
If they not fighting me, they not trying to snake me, take me out, they latched on to me for a reason.
And that's understandable. But realistically speaking, you're weighing me down if you are pulling me because you trying to come up too. It's just like if we given a real life scenario, that's like saving somebody that's drowning. It's hard to save somebody that's drowning because when you drowning, you in panic mode. I'm helping you. The person who helped you would die before the person who drowning would. You get me? Now, mind you, when I say that, I believe in helping everybody. I'm one of those people. I would take my time and allow you to be on my platform. Like I could have a show. I would literally sit up here. If there's somebody I know who's been doing music and they haven't had the opportunity to get themselves out there, I would purposely pay for my studio time, make a song with you just so you could perform, so you can have that first experience, right? So I'm not a stranger to looking out. It's just how you expect me to lift you up if I ain't even up yet. I can't give you what I ain't got.
It ain't that they looking for you to give them what you don't have. They just see something in you that they don't have. You see what I'm saying?
So we can't just all stick around each other and help to build up each other?
Like, remember, when that crab get to the top, that's when they start latching. Not to fight, but to join. If that crab make it out the bucket by himself, that crab can't throw nothing in to come grab him. But if I get to the top and I say, well, hey, come on, make sure somebody that's worthy grab on with you. Like right now.
Man, you know I'm dyslexic and HDD. I'm really thinking about crabs and
yeah. Hey, don't worry because that's how they be in their bucket though. They let one get come kind of close to the top. They don't fight it. And then once it get close, one just grabs on. They just use one side. I couldn't do it, but you can.
Yeah.
Help me out of here. Then let's get back to this water.
There
it goes.
I feel you. And you know what? I agree with you. That's exactly the same way I see it. I guess I just explained it in a different format. Because that's the whole point. Think about it. Just think about it, just briefly. Imagine if them crabs started deciding, let's gather around. We need to pick one that's already climbing. He's a good climber, right? We know he can climb. We know he's strong. So how about we all help to get him up? So once he gets to the top, we know he'll be able to hold us all and continue to pull to help us to get out this bucket versus just us just latching on and we just pick anybody and we all fall.
That's why they latch on to the one that starts making it.
Exactly.
Because that's all they know. Think about this though. If I'm in that bucket, if I'm latched on to you and you start to slip, I can still catch you. I can still stop you from falling. I'm right here. It ain't just that I need you. You know what I'm saying? I can also be there for you also. Because if you start to slip or anything, I'm right here.
I feel you.
See what I'm saying? So it ain't just we don't just look at it as a latch on thing. We look at it as I need you, you need me. Let's work together as a team.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Think about this when people go climb the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
You got the cat that's on top.
Yeah.
But the cats that's with them, they hooked him.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you getting us to the top, but if your thing slip,
yeah, they the ones going.
I'm right here.
And see, and that goes to what I was telling you. If it's the selection, so you already, not everybody just have this light that shine. Not everybody know that this person's gonna make it until they do something to make themselves stand out. They in a position to where things start to move. How you gonna know to stand behind me? You first have to start standing behind me before I get to a point where I'm up. You can't expect for me to just be up and then you just decide to come now because now you see me up. Don't invest in me when I'm up. Invest in me when I was down before I had anything to present because maybe I could have got up faster. So it's not just about me, it's about us because if I blow, we blow. You a part of my team. I fool with you. I'm affiliated with you. I'm going to make sure that I do what I got to do to make sure my people get exactly where I'm at, if not higher.
That's why.
You see, but it starts, I feel like in the brain, it's supposed to start before any of that even happens. So those crabs, the ones that's on the side and they just looking, the ones on the back fighting, let them stay where they at. Everything ain't meant for everybody. They get if that's on them if they stay in here because they fighting. They already showing me that they don't care about getting out. They just being selfish, right? Them on the corner, maybe they looking because they trying to understand what we doing. They watching so they can follow suit. If we get out, they gonna understand what we did and then they gonna join in, right? So with that being said, one person has to stand up and be a leader. We can't all just sit up here and just randomly decide to do something. One person has to be the head. When that head decides, hey, let me be the one to go up there, you got to make sure that person is the one that you could depend on. You got to make sure they're solid because once he get out, who's to say he don't just do this and rank everybody off? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say start investing in your people or start investing in whoever the crabs may be in that bucket before they start making it to the stop. Formulate the plan together. It shouldn't just be latching on to each other once you see somebody already climbing. Now you won't latch. Man, we could have talked about this beforehand.
Keep in mind that goes back to also, not everybody knows what you know.
That's true.
So you always got to put yourself in that person that's trying to latch on to you shoes also because they may not even know what you know to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Knowledge is freedom.
God puts us in positions for reasons.
That's true.
It ain't supposed to be easy to get to the top. If it was, everybody will be there. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, we gotta also remember this. It's kind of hard for us just to say, man, any and everybody, man, we gotta try to do something too on the strength of we want to.
Yeah.
But you know how you ever heard that, man, you know, sometimes it's helping, sometimes it's hindering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe in that.
And I do too. You know what I'm saying? I believe in it very much. See what I'm saying? So that's why I say when it comes to, again, when you come to what you're doing with the music, with the community and things like that, teaching the people and things like that, you gotta be ready for those type of crabs in the bucket. Those that's go fight in the back and those that's go just latch on. But you gotta just remember that everybody don't know what we know and things like that.
See, that's when I turn to faith. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though I understand where you're going with it, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you just gotta trust in God because everybody just ain't for you. You'll be out here in the world trying to help everybody and all you're doing is bringing yourself down. How can I help you? I'm gonna give you one more example. I ain't gonna stay on this subject too long. But if we are on an island and we starving, I'm the strongest person, everybody weak. If I don't eat, eventually I'm gonna start starving. And if I starve to death, then I can't bring food back to feed y'all. So with that being said, at some point, and this coming from a person who was so selfless to the point to where I was a people pleaser for years. I did everything for everybody to the point to where I didn't care about me. I didn't care about how I look. I didn't care about my health. I didn't care about nothing. I'll let people talk to me like a dog just to keep your company. I would literally sit up here and let people treat me like crap just so they could talk to me whenever I'm bored so I'm not alone because I had a issue with just being to myself, being by myself.
Right.
You know, so with that being said, when you come from a place where you done took so much just because you was a people pleaser, just because you just always wanted to be you just gave. You have to learn now it's okay for you to receive.
Facts.
Now, if it's your time, it's your time. You just have to pray and ask God, please show me what it is that I need to do because I don't want to take whatever that's negative out here and cause it to tint my heart. I want to continue to have this good heart that you blessed me to have so that I can continue to be a vessel to those you need me to be a vessel to. But please keep away those who mean me no good. And that's the only way you can continuously work is through faith with that.
Right.
Because you can't stop them. You can't stop the good. You can't stop snakes from coming in.
Correct.
No matter how you look.
Correct.
You can't. So just tell God to bless you with the spirit of discernment so that you know how to weed them out when they do come.
Hey man, I hope people take that. I hope people take what you just said right there and really applied it, man. Really applied it. It's a spiritual warfare these days. You know what I'm saying?
Walking in blind faith.
Being a parent, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get on this because we both parents, man. That Nolan Wells situation.
Ooh.
Man, as a parent, just, what was your thoughts on it, just as a parent?
Anytime I see anything dealing with kids, man, teenagers, just people, period. It ain't even technically, but the race and nothing. It's just, it hurts. Because I have, like I said, I got a 21-year-old son. Thank you, Father, that he's not a Y and he's not out here in these streets just like Nolan was. But at the same time of the talking, I'm big on, I hope I don't get no flag from this, but I'm big on you have to understand where you at and who you are and what you're about and your company you keep. I'm not saying, because there's so many, like I said, it goes back to the snakes, man. You don't be always knowing who the snakes is. But if you're not in the position or you're not putting yourself in a position to where negative things can happen, then it won't. But then it goes back to what you said. If they don't know because of the simple fact they grew up a certain way, like he grew up around white folks. So in his mind, he felt like it was okay to just be the only one there. He didn't look at himself as a different color or this or that and the third. Not saying that they did it because of race, but of course that's what the basis is off of. And for me,
well, when we was coming up, our parents would tell us, man, stay your ass off that side. Don't you be going certain places, you know what I'm saying? We was raised on a different though, you know what I'm talking about?
No, that's real though.
So I feel that to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead and promote that eternal water, that good eternal.
You gotta stay hydrated. It's too hot, mission.
It's hot these days. Gotta stay hydrated with that eternal water, man. We not drinking that unhealthy around here, man.
Wait. Pinkies up, you heard me? Yeah, I'm singing another song.
It's been heavy, man. It's been heavy, man.
We've been getting deep, man. I had to shake back for a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm very emotional. I'm one of those people. I do not hide who I am.
Right.
I am 100% an open book. And I want people to know, you don't have to ever be ashamed to be who you are, bro. Because we go through that so we can help others who've been through it not fear it,
Facts. That just is called our testimony. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got one, and just are you willing to share it to help the others if, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody not able, so I don't even want to force that on anybody. Everybody not able, but if you are, man, share your testimony, man, because you never know who it could help, you know what I'm saying? So back to our, professional thing and things like that. Who would you say was your musical influences that just told you, hey man, I listen to these people and I gotta do music, man?
I'm gonna be real with you. It started with my brother Step of the Rebel, and my cousin Demai. We grew up in the Apostolic Church, so we didn't have the opportunity like most people to listen to regular music. We couldn't even watch TV. So I never had heard music all the way up until, regular music, all the way up until I was probably 10 years old. And so when I did, though, some of the first influences I heard, mind you, Trey. Trey was one of them, Trey the Truth. Who else was another one? He from Houston. He from Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy was another one.
Charlie.
And Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Queen
Okay.
Latifah, then it went from Queen Latifah. That's when I started understanding the women do music too. So it was Queen Latifah, MC Light,
MC
Missy
Light.
Elliott.
Okay. That's
Those are my main influences.
real sisters, real
Yes.
spitters,
Yes.
real spitters.
They represent something. They out here, they have substance to what they speaking on.
Right.
And they like to storytell as well. That's something I like to do.
So growing up in an apostolic church and things like that and not really listening to nothing else, because I know some people that did.
Man.
All you did was sing the church hymns.
No, man, to be real with you, we barely even we couldn't even listen to the radio. We would only hear music when we went to church. And of course it was just, the apostolic church we was a part of is similar to like the Pentecostal. So it was us surrounded by like a lot of YT people, you know what I'm saying? So it was weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. It felt more occult-like. Not saying that it was, but that's what it felt like. When I grew up, I realized, I'm like, dang, the way they was, that was kind of like a cult. Like they even, if they had incest going on in that church, they had so much going on, man. So much. But when Mama finally did leave the church or whatever, she decided to go to another church and stuff like that. That's when we got the first opportunity to just start seeing the world, hearing the world. Mind you, she was living in the projects. So we was already seeing the people. We just couldn't talk to them. We couldn't obtain them. That was our TV. Yeah. So we wasn't looking at a TV. We was looking at what was happening in the projects.
That shit live in 3D. What was better? What was better? Look. Let me look.
But we didn't understand what we was seeing. Like, mind you, that's how I got took advantage of, because I never knew at 14, 13 years old. I didn't even know but kissing.
Yeah.
They didn't even teach us ABCs in school. They taught us instantly about Jesus, God. Like, how you don't teach me a D or a B or a S, but you go straight to teaching me about God? I'm supposed to write.
Oh, snap.
Like, it was bad. You know, my education was so messed up. Like, I was held back because of it. When I did finally start going to regular school, I was slow on everything. And so, even now, I still haven't finished high school. I'm going to school currently, though, to get my GED. I got one last test left, which is my math test.
You got that. You got that.
But outside of that, I became a business owner without that education. Not saying that you don't need it. I self-educated, but even somebody who stopped school in the 7th grade, which is myself, I was diagnosed with mild retardation when I was a kid, and then stopped school in the 7th grade because I got pregnant and had to take care of my son. Look at me. I still was able to because I chose to though. I was still able to say, you know what? I'm going to still pursue my education. I'm going to still try to do something and be somebody, because I don't want to stay there. It was a choice to get up and not just sit there and do it. But that apostolic church, I ain't going to lie to you, it hindered us for years because it didn't give us the knowledge we needed just for everyday life. And a lot of people are like that when it comes to religion. That's why a lot of people don't like religion and this and that and the third, because it be pushing them back. You out here walking in this world, everybody 10 steps ahead of you, and you all the way behind just because you're not able to congregate with people of the world because they're not a part of what y'all believe.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah. I done had some experiences when it comes to the church, and I was just like, man.
Telling you, bro.
Said
and I don't talk down on no church or nothing like that, but the truth is the truth, Shan. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell it, y'all.
No one's perfect. We're not Black Jesus. We're not Black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, everyday things that we touch on, that we speak on in the neighborhood and things like that people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Again, and another thing is, man, it's a lot of man, how can I even put this, man? Because it's like so much black on black hatred that is unbelievable. Like, it's so crazy to me that it's so easy for us to celebrate foolishness, craziness, derogatory stuff, people dying, you know what I'm saying, negative things. Man, all that gets celebrated in the black community quick. But when people do stuff good, hey, that shit get hidden. Nobody really talk about it too much. But we'll celebrate somebody coming home from the pen.
Tell us, Shan.
And I'm just trying to, you know, like I tell people, it's time for us to change that, man.
It is. And it takes people like you, like me. It starts, somebody have to stand up and say, I have enough. Somebody have to stand up and say, well, you know what? Whether I believe if it's going to work or not, I'll be the first one to try. And we're going to see where it's going to go from there. And that's who I am. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the I want to stand up. And I'm going to do all the things that other people don't do. And I'm going to try to do it on my own part. And I just pray that God just continue to strengthen me so that I can do that and can deliver all that I feel He's trying to allow me to do. Because I feel like that's my calling. My calling is to minister through word. Now, I might not be going here telling you, yeah, you know Jesus loved you. He died on the cross for you. I might not be going here saying this and that and the third, but guess what?
I'm not doing it to you, but I'm going to let you know that Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
This I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Yeah. No,
Cool, though.
I figured, but I done learned something, man. Being in that church, bro, I learned something. It's not that people don't love Jesus. It's that a lot of Christians don't realize that you smother them with it. And the acts of a lot of Christians, they do so much messed up stuff. I mean, all religions do. You know, that's why I don't like to get in religion once again. They do so much messed up stuff. So it's like how you could, that's just like having a pastor sitting up here telling you, don't cheat on your wife, and everybody know that he's screwing the deacon
Well,
wife.
see, when it
Like,
comes to that, it ain't even, we go past religion. That's just the
exactly.
person
That's the
themselves.
person themselves.
That's just the person themselves.
Precisely.
You know what I'm
But those
saying?
are still the teachers. If you going by what the word say, the word says
True
that
enough.
He put the teachers here to teach those who don't know. We're supposed to go to them to learn these things.
to learn.
So it's just like I said with Brandon. Brandon goes all the way back in them times. Because if you are going to represent that, if you're going to be my vessel, you're going to be used for my word, then you're supposed to have yourself according to what it is you're representing, fixed in that way. You can't come over here talking to me, telling me this and telling me that, and you doing the exact same thing. You just can't. Either you have done it and you done been delivered, or you in process. But don't sit up here expecting people to hear you and they looking at you and what your words are saying is not matching up.
All right, I feel it.
You know?
I feel it. When it comes to making change, and you know, again, man, this podcast here about big upping you ladies, showing y'all, you know, that hey, man, it's time for us to start learning more about y'all and what y'all have going on, y'all powerful movements and things like that y'all be doing. And speaking of women with powerful movements, right about now, Dr. Candice Matthews got a movement out this world, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, boy, you don't be playing now.
Let's talk about it. What you think about it? Do you think that, you know, people intimidated because that's a woman that has a voice and a movement behind her, and like, hey, you know, it's usually not done?
I have two views on that. The first one, it depends on who's, like you said again with the crabs. I'm taking everything back to that. It depends on who's looking. Who's looking, who's watching at the time, right? So I think what she's doing, I think personally when I first saw her, I understood what she was doing and I thought it was wonderful. I do get a lot of people saying how they're starting to feel a little different because it's like once you get up there and you get famous and people start knowing who you are, and it interferes with what your message initially was when you first started. Not saying that her message has changed, but she was an activist in the community. She was doing things to highlight all of the messed up things that was happening, with those of color and stuff like that. And now what she done, a lot of people are saying that she's not getting facts no more. She just popping up the stuff, being loud, being disrespectful, being rude, just for the camera's sake. You know what I'm saying? Just for the views, this and that and the third. Mind you, I don't feel that way, but that's what I've been seeing circulating. I do feel, though, whenever you represent something, once again, you got to stand on that. There's no reason why you should veer away from what you started with and what made you who you are just because the fame done hit you. I pray God bless me to stay humble when mine come. That's my prayer. I pray every day because I know how easy it is.
Now, my look on it is the activism never stopped. It's a lot of people that use her name now to clout chase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even when she comes with facts, there's still people that try to denounce that.
That's true. That's true too. I've personally spoken with her, so I'm not gonna put no words in nobody's mouth or nothing. We done had our laugh jokes and whatever, woo-wah, whoop-de-wah. Some things got, way out of hand, but she also realized that people started trying to get clout. Yeah.
And even she still begged from me. And it's like, once you start stepping back from things that's bringing other people stuff, and they need that, they go always keep it going.
That's true, but that also goes to your, when it
So
comes to
can
branding.
you, now, do you choose to feed back into it with your brand, like you say, with everything like that? Or do you cease and desist it?
Oh, no. My brand, I feel, is led by God.
Not you.
Oh,
personally.
you just said her, period.
Yeah.
My bad. She.
Yeah, period, but her
Yeah,
brand
I
is
feel you.
protected and everything like that,
Yeah.
She makes sure everything she does is legal and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Again, I just feel like a lot of people hate that.
I mean, big ups to Candice Matthews and all of those who are out there that believe in something and they standing firm on it, regardless of what people think or how people feel, because she is helping people. It's not as if though what she's doing is not helping the others. And that's the thing that matters to me the most. It shouldn't be whatever she's doing negatively, which really ain't even that much that people talking about that they feel she's doing negatively. It's simple stuff, like some people saying that they feel like she holler too much or she just acting out more just to get a certain level of attention. To me, that's not even big. That's
She
like
doing what they doing behind the scenes and up front. That's all I look at it as.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Either way, if that's how they look at it, that's how they look at it. But me personally, I feel like when you doing something and it's helping those in your community, you lose me whenever you try to, regardless of what nobody say, she's helping her community. She's helping blacks. She's literally sitting up here. She's putting herself on the line. People like her get assassinated. Like back in the day, Malcolm X's and stuff like that, people who did stuff like that, they got assassinated for speaking up on things they believed in and protecting people. You feel me? Rather they gained something from it or not, that never was the point. They was doing it because it was the right thing to do because nobody else doing it. So until you can understand what it's like to blindly defend people, knowing what it can do to you, then I don't think people should speak on it. And if they do, that's on you, but just be ready for what it comes with. But big shout out to her for what she does for the community, y'all.
Power to the people,
Another
man.
powerful black woman who's making moves at the end of the day.
Amen. Power to the sisters, man. Power to the sisters. And, you know, with that being said, man, I'm not going to hold you up too much or nothing like that because you're a busy woman, got things to do. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we could talk a day.
You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, before we get up out of here, though, just let the people know where you can be found at, you know what I'm saying? And give your shout-outs to any and everybody that's down with the MzzButtaBabii movement.
Well, so check this out. Y'all can find me on all social platforms at MzzButtaBabii. That's MzzButtaBabii. With that being said, I do have some things coming up. I'm a part of the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards. I'm nominated in 3 categories. That's going to be on August the 8th out here in Beaumont, Texas. It's representing the whole Southeast Texas. I'm nominated as Songwriter of the Year, Breakthrough Artist of the Year, as well as Artist of the Year. Look, I forgot.
Look at that, man.
Yeah, and so, you know, all those who follow me, all those who support me, and even if you don't know me, check me out, man. I tell you, I'm worth listening to. I pour into the community, but most importantly, I'm giving you some flavor in your ear in a positive way. You feel me? So big shots out to Southside. That's my boy, man. He hold it down. Of course, my brother Step of the Rebel. Your girl Janae Monique. Of course, my husband. I love you, baby. Thank you for supporting me through everything. And last but not least, thank all of y'all for waking up every day. You could choose to be upset. You could choose to be angry, but you choose to be positive. Those who do. Big shout out to y'all too.
Hey, man, your boy Spank Johnson here. Y'all know. Look me up, Spanky Littles Productions, Spanky Littles TV on their YouTube. Hey, man, Spanky Johnson 409 on their IG. Hey, look here, man. Y'all stay up, stay positive. Shout out to everybody that follow, everybody that's been getting down, everybody that's been supporting. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we trying to do. We just trying to get bigger and better. Hey, man, and shout out to my fam, them roadheads, because, hey, man, that's my motherfucking fam right there. That's my squad right there, man.
Squad up.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody once again, man. And y'all know what it is. Until next time, you know what I'm saying? Amen, say man, holla at your boy.
Hey, shout out Spank Littles Productions, man. Let's get it.